Hello everybody, my name's Nicola and welcome back to my channel. This is the Frugal Cottage, where we talk all things money to help you on your financial journey. Today's video is all about my side hustle income for the month of June. Don't forget to like and subscribe and let's get started. So the reason why I share this with you is to hopefully make you think about perhaps ways in which you can earn extra income on the side. Now I call this my side hustle income because this is the income that I count in my self-employed work, which means I pay taxes on it. If you've got my budget planner, which looks like this, there is an extra income page in there, and that's things like Facebook sales or eBay sales, things that don't require tax to be paid on them. But the side hustle income that I'm going to talk about today is things I do outside of my day job but need to pay tax on. And if you've watched another video of mine called how I'm aiming for 7 streams of income, and I'll leave a link below to that, this is part of that plan. So hopefully this might show ways in which you could perhaps think about how you could create some extra money on the side. So I mentioned last month that the VA work, so virtual assistant work that I do, last month would be the last month where I would write that down as an income stream, and I'm correct. That isn't on there this month, and neither is affiliate income. So affiliate income for me is really hit and miss. So it wasn't on May's either. So the last time I got affiliate income was in April. Affiliate income for me is really hit and miss, and it's something that I keep saying I'm going to focus on, but then I never kind of get around to. So that's not on here either. But the first one, as always, is course sales. So I have a reduce your food spend e-course, and that doesn't bring in very much, but this month that has brought in £10.29, which seems like a random number, but I say this every month. It is paid in US dollars and converted to pounds. So that's why that is that much. And like I said, I don't do much about that. I keep kind of going backwards and forwards about whether to actually remove that from that platform and change it into like an ebook or something like that instead, because the platform that it's on costs me money, and it normally costs me more to have it on there than I make a month, which in kind of like business sense is not good at all. Anyway, so the blog, so when I say blog, this is a sponsored post for this month. Now I tend to have maybe one a month, so I had one last month, I had one the month before. Yeah, it tends to be like one a month, and they pay different rates depending on what the company is and what they are, basically what they're willing to pay and what I'm willing to go to. So the sponsor post I got paid for this month is £150, which is about kind of the standard about what I get. So some is more. So last month it was £200, then the one in April was £50, so the average for that is around about £150. I'm happy with that. The sponsored posts don't take too long to write, so in terms of like an hourly rate, it's not bad at all. The next one is products. So I sell my budget planner and cash envelopes, and I have now got an Etsy shop, although this number doesn't come from that, but I'll leave a link below to my Etsy shop if you want to have a look. So the budget planner that I use every month is on there, and a couple of other things. Products for June came to £10.48. Again, a bit of a random number, but that's just how that added up. I'm okay with that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I wish it was more, but the reason why my budget planner is on there is because it's something I genuinely use every month and I find it so helpful. So, and did get requests from people to have that on there. So, and every time I get an email to say someone has purchased something, it's so exciting, and it makes me so happy that I'm helping people to get their finances in better shape. The next one is a workshop. So I have a workshop on July the 5th, so in a couple of days time, on how to start investing. So I teach people about the basics of investing, what it all means, what the different terms are, where you can invest and what to look for. And this is my second one, or will be my second one on Sunday, and I'm really excited about that. It takes a lot of work up front. I have to do a lot of planning around what I'm actually going to say, but I really enjoyed the last one was amazing, so I'm hoping that this next one will be just the same. There are some seats left for that. I'll leave a link below if you want to join me, but that has brought in this in June. So the workshop is £245. Now, I don't think I'm going to do another one until the end of September, maybe beginning of October, just because I've got something else that I need to kind of focus my time on a bit more. But I do want to look at workshops and more interactive, i.e. in-person things to do with my business. I really like that side of it. So watch this space. But for now, that's what that has come to. And then the final one for this month. So these are 5 different income streams. And I suppose it all relates to my blog in some shape or form. The final one is adverts. So advertising on my blog. And this was £79.52. Now that's been a long time coming, that's like months. I don't earn a lot of money from having ads on my blog, far from it. That basically relies on lots of page views and people clicking on the adverts that they see, which doesn't happen very often, and I don't have the biggest page views on my blog. So that's taken, like I said, like months to get the advertising one. However, obviously, you know, that's not a bad thing together. And combine all those 5 things, that's a fairly decent side hustle income for a month. So that total there equals £495.29. Now part of me is like, oh, I wish I could have found some way to get that over the £500 mark, but that's just the money blogger in me, I suppose. I'm really pleased with that number. However, obviously there are expenses. So expenses this month. So when I did this last month, my income was even higher. But if I just go back, but then my expenses were nearly £400. That May expenses are always a lot, but expenses in June are much more typical of my kind of side hustle expenses for now anyway. Expenses for the month were £56.38, so that's a bit better. I do have another thing. I talked about this in my July aims video, I'll leave a link below to that, and I was really typically bloggery vague about the next thing that I'm doing, but that will include kind of using quite a bit of capital up front from me. So the expenses, should that work and continue to work, which I'm hoping it will, my expenses per month for that will go up. But I'm hoping that obviously with the expenses going up, my income will also go up. But I will share that as soon as I've got that to share with you, if that makes sense. So total and expenses, I then save 35% for tax and national insurance, and just that tiny bit extra just in case for whatever reason it comes out as slightly more. So the total I come out with after that is £285.29, which I'm fine with. That's a decent amount of money. I haven't transferred over that though. So normally my side hustle income would either go to our investments or to our emergency fund, and I haven't done that with either this month because, like I said, the next thing that I intend to do requires some capital up front, so that will go towards that. So that's my side hustle income for the month of June. I'm happy with that. It's kind of going upwards slowly, which is the aim after all. My long-term aim is to have about £1,000 a month in side hustle income. Combine that with my day job and the dividend income will really speed up our process in terms of early retirement. So that's why I do all of this. All of this links back to that goal really. So there we have it. Have you earned any extra income on the side? Have you put it somewhere, maybe in sinking funds, or you've maybe put it in investments, or maybe you've put it towards a debt payment? Let me know in the comments below. I always like to hear from people on how they are doing in terms of improving their financial situation. I'll leave links below, as I've said during the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you again very soon.